Hey there, Dixie Decker, Springfield, Missouri, and I'm here with my video guy, Josh, and
There's a ghost on the camera right now.
There's a ghost on the camera right now. So this is part of my little business series on how to run your business like a business, not a hobby. And I really think highly of Josh and the way that he has helped change my business around and my marketing and my videos, and everything you guys get to see is because of this guy. So I also watched him start off from kind of like scratch to now he can't take any more new clients. So I want to ask him a couple questions today that might help some of you guys out there just to take a leap of faith and go for a business that you like. So tell us your name and the name of your business.
All right, Josh Culler here, and first of all, thank you. I always tell people Dixie's one of my favorite clients.
You tell everybody that.
I don't tell everybody that. I really don't. I don't have a lot of favorite clients, but we got a couple.
Okay.
John's one of those.
Yeah.
So John Martinez is the one that introduced us. So so I appreciate you and everything that you've allowed me to have the opportunities to work with you. But yeah, Josh Culler, I own a business called Culler Media. We do content production for real estate investors and people in the industry. So obviously Dixie does student housing, so she's in the real estate investing industry. I just mentioned John Martinez. Some of you guys might know him. He's
amazing sales trainer.
Yeah, sales trainer specifically in the real estate investing industry. So that's what we're focused on. I work with the influencer side, which is more like what Dixie's doing, but also the active investors. So I've been in the industry for 7 years, been a part of about 1,000 real estate transactions as a marketing director for a wholesaling company in the Midwest. So that's what we do.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
I've got my questions here, so bear with me while I ask them. One piece of advice you would give to business owners today that you think is one of the most important things they should know?
So I've had the privilege, even in my younger years, just being able to be around business owners that they may have big companies, but they at least have the potential to be able to grow. Mm-hmm. The problem that I see a lot of is not being willing to let go of stuff. So you're really big on this, is delegation and not doing things that don't require Dixie to do them. So going into this business, I knew that, and we were just having a conversation at lunch about this. Like, you asked me, when am I going to stop traveling and video recording and actually going
seeing Josh,
right?
And someone else shows up.
And so I told her, I was like, well, I'm not taking any more clients on right now, where I'm actually like on site with them doing videos, and I'm building another platform right now to be able to help alleviate. So I can still run a business, but it doesn't require me to do it.
So you're shifting with the terrain.
Right, exactly, right? So, and it's the phase of my life too, right? Because I don't have kids right now. Mm-hmm. And by the time you watch this video, maybe it's 2 or 3 years later. Well, I'm not giving any timelines. They're like 10 years later. So, but yeah, I've seen business owners that they bootstrap it, and I think you got to start there. You definitely have to.
Yeah.
But when you're doing that and hustling and grinding, working 80 to 100 hours a week, when you're 10 years into your business, that's
not where you want to be.
No, you don't want to be there. You're not a business owner. You just created a job for yourself. So
yeah, and funny you say that, because people see now like, oh, she doesn't have to work so much, but like they didn't see the 100-hour weeks.
They didn't see that. Yeah, they don't. They don't see that, and that's like. And a lot of people that know me know that, like, I'm on a plane, 2 to 3 trips a week. I'm on 6 to 8 planes every single week because of what I do. But that's just what I have to do in order to get the business off the ground. But I would tell you, I think one of my favorite things right now, and it's good and bad, but one of my favorite things right now is delegation. Mm-hmm. And I grew up the past 6 to 7 years being around business owners a lot, seeing people do that and seeing people not do that.
Yeah.
And notice that the people not doing that were not growing. They're very stagnant, and they're a little unhappy or completely unhappy.
Yes.
And not spending time with family and grinding it out every day. But then I saw the people that were willing to let go and delegate to people, and they are running a business. They're in the business owner's box, or they're at least headed that direction.
Yes.
That's the direction I want to go. So be willing to let go.
I like that. Okay, one thing you would do differently if you were starting over.
So my answer to this question, because I've had the privilege of filming the rest of these, it's gonna be a little different from what everybody else has told you, and it may just be
interesting. Everyone's was the same
thing, right? And mine's gonna be a little different, and it might be because of the youth of my business and of me. I would not go back and change anything. And the reason being is because I'm a born again Christian. I believe in God. I believe that God's laid out everything in my path for me for a specific reason, put me on the journeys that I've been on, whether that was good or bad, to learn the lessons that I was supposed to learn in order to be where I'm at today. So I think that I'm never going to know the alternative.
Right.
That's the thing. Like, if I went back and changed something, I would never know. Like, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. I really wouldn't be the person.
Well, if I hadn't gone through what I did 10 years
Exactly.
ago, I don't even know if I would know what this world was.
Exactly.
So,
And that kind of stuff builds not just like where you're at business wise, but like your actual, like, what creates Dixie, what creates Josh. And so, like, for me, I've not had a bad life. I've not had an easy life.
Right.
But a lot of the things that I've grown up with and the things that I've been through the past 6-7 years in and out of business and on all that stuff, I wouldn't change anything just because it's made me who I am.
It's the path.
Yeah.
Okay. I like that. Okay. So in your opinion, what sets you apart from others in your industry, other marketers, other video people, other content people? What sets you apart?
I should ask you that question.
I know you should. I know you should.
And not to, I don't want to toot my own horn. I never will. But
go for it.
Like,
this
is what I tell people is that, for me specifically, I could do a lot of things in marketing, and Dixie's even reached out to me to ask to do specific things, and I just tell her, look, I don't do that. I love you to death, and I'm going to take care of you as best I can, but I just don't do that. Yeah. So I point her in a direction of somebody else. So for me, I want to stay in my lane. Mm-hmm. I have a specific niche, which is content production for real estate investors and people in this industry. So I stay there, and the reason why I'm able to get clients that other agencies and other videographers and other marketers are not able to get, the reason why I can walk into a room with 4 other marketers and everybody comes to me, is because I know the industry. I've been in it for 7 years. I find that
wedding photography.
No, it's not. I find what's hilarious is sometimes, and this is not like to bash anybody, but a lot of times I walk into more times than not, I walk into a conference or an event that I'm like videoing, and I've done more deals than everybody in the room.
So you've done real estate deals.
I've done real estate deals on my own. Yep. So that's like the biggest thing is I'm able to take the art of video, the art of content production, pair that with marketing, not just video, because you could hire any videographer that's going to create you an awesome looking video.
That's actually not true either, by the way.
That's true. That's not true. Okay, so that's not true. But there's tons
out there.
Yeah, so there's good videographers, and you can find them, and they'll create something good for you. But that doesn't mean they're going to help you and guide you along the right messaging to get, in order to market well. So I know marketing, I know video, but I also know real estate, and able to pair all 3 of those together is a big piece of it.
And my answer would be, what has set him apart is it's delivered, job complete. I'm a resolution person. And secondly, each of us have our own voice when we're out here marketing or producing content, and you carry my voice through everything that goes out. I don't lose my voice because someone else is posting information. Right. And me as the user has been crucial to me because I'm a woman, so it's different when a man is posting on behalf of a woman. Sometimes it doesn't sound like the woman. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And people can tell. It's a disconnect with your customers. So
there was a woman that posts for my team. So
there we go.
So I don't do the posting, but my team does.
So I've hired other people in the past, and my voice was lost in the end result. So
absolutely, it's a big deal.
Okay, my last question. What drew you to this industry or this business, and is it really your passion?
It's a long story. So I tell, so it's a very short story. I tell people, it's funny just because I've been in the industry so long. I even told you today, like so my first and only flip that I've ever done was 5 years ago, and I lost 15 grand on it. Like, it was literally one of the worst days of my entire life.
I didn't know him back then, or he'd have done it better.
Yeah, exactly. If I knew Dixie and I went to her boot camps and stuff, I would have done better. But anyway, so like I realized in the process of wholesaling on my own and being a part of a big team like that, I realized that real estate is not a passion of mine. I love the industry. I love the people in the industry. I love what real estate can provide. I don't love real estate. Yeah. So I had to figure out, like, do I want to stay niched in this industry? But my passion is media. My passion is content production and video, and being creative, allowing my creativity to flow in some way, shape, or form.
So you saw a need in that niche.
I saw a need in this niche that wasn't being provided through content marketing and I decided to go head on into this. And I even started like this business. I've always had entrepreneurial tendencies. This business has been a side hustle for a long time.
Yeah.
So I really started off with like graphic design, branding, and then I just let those go last year because they weren't lucrative enough, and the clients are just not that much fun as like my content production clients. And so I let go of that stuff, and so I decided like I need to stay in content production. This is my niche. This is the need that needs to be filled, and people understand it.
So I heard one thing in there, and I didn't have another question, but I heard you say this was a side hustle, and then you went all in.
Yep.
What made you go all in? He didn't know.
Honestly, okay, so it sounds super cliche, but honestly, it was God. Like, honestly, I there's no other rhyme or reason. There's no other answer that I could give outside of that. And those of you who are listening, like maybe you believe or you don't believe, whatever. Like, to me, that's what it was. Like, for me, there was just like a chain of events that happened to get me to the point where I was ready. That's why I told you, like, I wouldn't go back and change anything, because the past 6 to 7 years I've been around business, there was like things in the last 2 or 3 months that I was full time with the business I was working in as the operations director. There was, in that last 2 or 3 months that I was there were things that I learned that I took into my business.
Yeah.
So it's not like, if I left 2 or 3 months earlier, I would have been, 2 or 3 months ahead. I don't think I wouldn't have been. Right. And so like for me, I think, I jumped. Obviously, that was a big deal.
Sure. Anytime you quit a job.
It was difficult in a way of like I had built so much equity into the company I was with previously, and then when I knew, like, when I did make the jump, that it was going to be good because of everything that was kind of set up for it. So. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this interview with Josh and several of the other people that I've also done some interviews with. And I hope you get something out of it. So shoot us some emails. Tell us what you're taking away from this. And if there's more questions, we should be asking as serial entrepreneurs. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Dixie.